Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Picayune Dreams. It's a weird bullet heaven that, oh gosh, there's a specific way of describing it. It's a bullet heaven that's trying to lean a little bit more on the meta lore, and it's just freaking weird. I guess let's just dive in with that kind of information. It very much looks like an old early 3D game, which is it's a unique aesthetic I don't think I've really seen too much. Let's go up this direction. I could have actually just sat there. No enemies come at me until I reach any of these zones, which is kind of neat. But people were saying, like, kind of similar to the Amiga, or maybe it's the Amiga? I don't know. Anything prior to the N64 is kind of uncharted territory for me. Like, I didn't even know that the SNES existed until, like, well after the GameCube had come out, which was quite the surprise for me. I was like, wait, game systems existed before? And so whenever anybody starts talking about, like, Amigas or, like, the earliest days of 3D or anything like that, I usually just kind of, I don't want to say I tune out, but has very little to do with me. So we can get a core. Let's see. Object, weapon core, damage lifetime knockback, destroy unit, countdown core 10. We can also just get a bow. Oh. Core hunter bow. Do we already have this? Is this our just regular weapon then? I can't actually tell what I have equipped. Yeah, let's try the bow. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming core might be just my regular attacks. Oh, that ghost is possibly immune to my current damage. Oh, does the bow do poison? It might actually. Let's go get over here. I might as well break these boxes. But yeah, in a very flooded market for bullet heavens and whatnot, one of the things that I've gotten, well, I guess this has become one of my primary criterias, not just with bullet heavens as indie games in general, but especially bullet heavens as aesthetic. I've gotten about 5 bullet heavens this week, and I think I'm only going to cover a couple. Dagger glove, slash manager, so this might be a nearby slash attack. Yo-yo rack. Let's go for the yo-yos. I'm just going to try various things that I possibly don't recognize. That ghost is still freaking me out, though. So it looks like the yo-yo just does, like, a regular attack. And then... oh, I see. The grenade probably gives me a short delay and then blasts whatever. The yo-yo is kind of a piercing pseudo-melee attack. It's kind of one of those, like, hybrid melee ranged situations. Okay, Yo-Yo Rack V2. So what is the Mask of Plague? Poison damage. Sure. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to read some of these things because it's all kind of code. I mean, it is. It's kind of a quick version of the actual code, presumably, to make it seem like we are a digital entity picking upgrades for our... well, maybe not digital entity, but something kind of in that vein. Okay, what's this? Pickup radius. I do like that. It's going to make it easier to grab a couple of things. I don't know what our upper limit as far as pickups go, though. There's the one thing to keep in mind. Oh, that's a lot of hands. But yeah, so I've gotten like 5 different bullet heavens this week. And while I don't necessarily, you know, dislike the ones that look like Vampire Survivors, it's my easiest tell for, is this game just Vampire Survivors but worse because it has had less dev time and it's just somebody trying to, you know, cash in on the trend? Whereas the more unique aesthetics tend to be games that are trying to do something different, or at least they look different enough that I don't feel like I'm just playing the same game but not as good. Which, I'm trying to think of, like, good examples of that. I don't know, there have been a couple. Where, for me, aesthetic matters. Even if it's weird. Like, even if it looks clunky and odd, and I'm fighting, like, literal hamburgers, a screaming ghost thing, and flying hands, like, it doesn't really matter to me too much. So poison chance, poison damage. With enemy collision, object, weapon. If poison chance, random range, poison true. With every frame, poison true, cooldown, reduce 5 HP, poison cooldown 30 seconds, question mark? I'm not entirely sure, but effectively, yeah, every time I hit something, it gets a damage over time effect. That I think applies to all of my weapons, not just my bow. At least that's my hope. I want to have poison yo-yo. What monster poisons their yo-yo? This monster. I also really like the fact that damage numbers are my EXP. I think that's really clever. And I'm honestly shocked I've never seen it before in any of these games. Okay, let's scoot over here, grab what we can. Injection. So this just increases weapon size, which is good. Now, we do have to worry a little bit. Because I know I can fill up on slots. Oh, you can tell. So this would take up potentially like a hand or a wrist slot. Oh, it's affected by attack size and cooldown. Whereas this is just pure poison related stuff. So what is the difference? Poison chance. And poison damage. Sure. Yeah, I'm just going to keep working on poisons. Kind of a set it and forget it damage over time effect build. That hopefully aims to hit as many things as possible. There's a box. Killed the box. I don't actually know if the boxes are really that good. I don't remember if there are magnets or anything of this sort. I kind of hope there are. I'm pretty sure my hitbox is purely just my, Nope. My hitbox is my midriff. Or my heart is, which is a little weird. It's a little weird. Create object laser. Or no. We don't have this one yet. I think it's actually kind of good. But I'm gonna hyper focus on my pre-existing weapons first. Just because. I'd like to upgrade my yo-yos more. I was kind of hoping I'd get more yo-yos. Okay, we do have a magnet pickup, but I think I might want to leave that until after we've cleared this zone. Because at some point it's going to ask me to go elsewhere. Maybe. I'll just grab it now. Okay, Parasite Core, or Yo-Yo Rack, V2. So, Yo-Yo, let's see. Does it create another one? I have no idea. Yes, creates 2 yo-yos simultaneously. And it looks like I can kind of use those to slap something really close to me for quick attacks, because it goes out as fast as it comes back. Ouch. Actually did take some damage there. But then on the recall, they at least give me a decent amount of, like, strike-through damage. Okay, so we've got a transmission coming in. That usually means boss, I think? Okay. Crown IV bag. So, health vial, global... Heal health vial, overheal true. Or we could just improve my crown. My crown or my core? I think I'll go for the crown for the time being, just for some extra pickup radius. My core is okay at the moment. My main reason why I'm not fussing over upgrading it compared to my EXP is just because I think a lot of my damage is being done mostly through poison damage. Kiki, I found you, Sile? Let's see. Oh no, did you lose your mind as well? Are you able to clarify? There's no time. We have to find the carrots before they run away. Kiki. Carrots? Too late. They're angry at you, Sile. You have to repent. You've been corrupted, rabbit. Leave me be. Kiki. I don't know. Okay, so he's here. The only immediate problem is actually hitting this sucker. Oh, I actually really like that health bar. Yeah, so this is where the bullet hell elements come in, where the, I guess the bullet purgatory elements, because it's interesting that he is specifically aiming for my own cursor, or maybe the cursor is just telling me that's where the boss is, to make it easier for me to find him. I actually really like that. That is one of the better peripheral, or means of communicating to a player kind of in the periphery, especially when they're doing bullet hell stuff. Especially when they're doing bullet hell stuff, like, hey, while you're dodging, enemies here, so you don't have to constantly, you don't have to constantly worry about this stuff. They got a homing missile, and I think I might want to grab that again. And my problem is, I should have thought about this. I mean, the arrow is kind of doing the trick, but the yo-yos can't really hit him without putting me in a bit of a bad state. I like them for fighting regular enemies, but not the best against this dude. Ow. I know I can actually clear those gaps reasonably easily. I cannot tell you how much I love this whole cursor business. Having that red line. Like, I know I'm trying to articulate that right now in the middle of a kind of hard boss fight, but on the flip side, I don't know. I'm just going to keep complimenting it. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and read that out loud. Okay, we got a thing, he's in pieces, and let's grab every bit of EXP. Okay, and then I can go to my next weird, screwed up environment. You know, many enemies? I'm not actually sure what the red skulls indicate necessarily. Yeah, definitely grabbing something with longer range would come in handy, especially if it's got auto-aim of a sort. Is this a... that might be a pickup. So we got leg saw, yo-yo rack, or eye. I know the eye is a laser, which is actually kind of tempting. Let's see. Skills mostly based on attack size. Yo-yo scales on attack size and projectile speed. And then we have the leg saw, which I think is more of a melee thing. Do I want to... I'm going to keep going with the yo-yo rack. I think I mostly want to go for the missiles. Anyway, we want to keep an eye out for boxes and rocks and whatnot. Okay, actually kind of digging the yo-yos. They do a lot of damage. There's so many enemies. Ow. Thought I was safe for a moment. Oh, hey. There's just a space station out there. Looks dead, though. I know plot-wise our character was, like, kind of not exactly chain-ganged into... That's probably not the right word here. But they were tricked into being this kind of weird planetary defender. And not in a good way. But beyond that, I don't really know the story. Mostly because it's kind of a cold open. You're just out here, and you're supposed to puzzle through the story kind of through successive runs, which, frankly, I actually really dig. I've been playing In Stars and Time lately, and that's also kind of one of those games where, admittedly, it's very much, like, upfront with the story. At least, you know, kind of a story, and then it quickly switches to, hey, but the story's different, sort of, and you have to kind of figure out what it actually is about. Okay, there's another boss. Or box. The last time I played this, I had a much more, like, spinny Blender Man build. This time it's a little bit more, like, direct projectile, for better and worse. We might want to grab that IV bag next time it shows up, which I should pay attention to. Also, so anything that gives me piercing. Unfortunately, I get the distinct feeling I'm not going to survive this. The problem is if the yo-yos get past all of my enemies, I can't really use them to keep my enemies off of me. And I'm... okay. Screw it, I'll get the leg saws. Oh, that's what the saws do. That's not the, more melee one. Well, that is the piercing I was thinking about. Well, that worked. Okay, so saw blades are great. They'll give me the piercing I'm hoping for. I just have to figure out how to not be near death here. Okay, chain belt, leg saw, or crown for pickup radius. Let's just stack a ton of saws. Unfortunately, I love the idea of damage over time builds. They always have major issues dealing with crowds. Anything that you need to deal with quickly, you know, like enemies surrounding you en masse and not really giving you room to breathe. Something like damage over time effect for that, unless it spreads, isn't really that helpful. Sort of. At least it doesn't feel that helpful. Mostly in these situations, I kind of need to be able to kill these enemies really quick. Otherwise, I am toast. And so, yep, there we go. So, the damage over time effect I think was really good against the boss, but against the regular, like, enemies, eh. Let's see. Attempting to resolve critical errors. Do you consent? Yes, no. Consent overridden. Government mandated reasoning. Mission isn't yet complete. Heartbeat ping. Heartbeat pong. Okay, anything else? Enemy slain. Bosses slain. Time survived. Mortality 842. Upgrades 14. And then tells me all the upgrades. And which one's got the most amount of kills. So actually the Mask of Plague did a lot of damage. The yo-yos actually did a ton. And even though I only had the leg saws for a bit, they actually killed a tremendous amount. What the heck? Alright. Yeah, the leg saws killed a lot. Anyway, a part of me wishes I could lay down and sleep forever. But then there's this other part of me that refuses to give myself a break for even a second. As selfish as I can be, not even I want the best for myself. There's nothing out there, except infinite, endless space. It's my journal. It's empty. If I did write anything in it, it's not like I would have remembered. Anyway, you know how I was talking about there being kind of like a weird meta-narrative? Here we go. I'm seeing a face go by a bunch. Why does it look like Mark Zuckerberg? Why do we have carrots? Well, I guess these are the carrots we were supposed to catch. Go figure that character went mad. Rabbit. Looks very soft. I need to make friends with somebody that has, like, a cat or a rabbit again. I had friends with cats and rabbits in the past, and I would come over and I get all of the benefits of having a cat or a rabbit with none of the negatives for a brief period of time, and it was nice. Congratulations, Izu Kamiya. You are among the top 0.01% of the applicants we received. It's a great pleasure to inform you that you've been selected for the program. If you could have your things prepared by the 23rd of January, we'd like to start training from then on. I'm sure you're aware of the risks and responsibilities you're accepting. Humanity thanks you. You got accepted, Izu. That's amazing. I was worried for a second. I thought we might actually die. That would have been really bad if we all died. We could still die if you fail. That would suck so hard. It's a person. All of the people are melting. What the hell? When I heard the world might end, I got really scared, but when I found out they're assembling a team to deal with it, I was so relieved. I just paid off my car and the real estate I bought into has been taking off. Wow, that's shallow. You're so brave. I could never do something like this. Never. No matter who is in danger. They're getting people that can save the world, thank God. I don't think I could have died happy if we didn't get to see the end of this baseball season. Haha. Go Sludgeville Snorks. I would care way more about baseball if the teams were stuff like Sludgeville. I'm just gonna switch to regular voice. You should consider yourself lucky. If we all die down here while you're up there, you'll be safe. Baby. Your brother could learn a thing or two from you. I nearly hit him with my shoe when he told me he was too afraid to send his application. The top 0.01%, my daughter. Haha. There really is nobody better. That's why you gotta do it, Izu. Yeah, so it seems like kids were peer pressured into this program to become what exactly, I don't know. By signing this piece of paper, you are donating your physical and mental being to the government. For the better of mankind, for the safety of our future, we will do what is necessary to prepare you for the dangerous mission ahead of you. Please sign your legal name in the line below. X. Izu Kamiya. The way that our character's sprite works, we've got kind of this like happy, hopeful look front on, but from the side we look like we're having a panic attack. And, you know, can't blame him on that. I think if I was in this situation, I'd probably also be panicking. Yeah, so pills and paperwork. And syringes. Ooh, fun. This is the... Is this the second Bullet Heaven I've played with a substantive meta-narrative? I think so, yes. Acquired at Mark V Space Helmet. The credits. Well, that's cute. You might notice as part of that, 2 left thumbs went by. Oh, it's telling me to take a look at my collection. So we've got the Troposphere Surpass 5 Mortality. Oh, Mortality is probably, like, difficulty level. So, we've got a couple of things I could grab. Specifically, we can be still for 5 minutes, and that'll unlock these wings. I think these things on the left we just have automatically. Equip 8 hunter bows at once. We got up to 4. So actually, it's... Oh, interesting. Yeah, just get more of those. Perceivers, use 10 statues. Alright. Stats, upgrades. Oh, these are the different things I can grab. Yeah, so I don't think there's... Oh, there's loadout. Well, there is. Okay, so we have 1 skill point. Sometimes elite rainbow enemy will spawn with a majorly increased HP, but capable of dropping goodies. So there's a meta progression. Holy smokes. There is quite a meta progression system in this. I like that, actually. Especially when it feels like it's this big branching tree as opposed to just a bunch of things to put points into. I know it's still kind of a bunch of things to put points into, but making it this big visible tree helps. Now, I could hang out for like a couple more minutes to unlock an item. I'm not going to do that though. I'm sure I'm just going to get that at the beginning. Whenever I launch this game, I tend to just sit there for a couple of minutes while I'm getting everything else sorted anyway, so why not? So, what do we even go for build-wise? I might honestly want to put... Oh, it ghost? Oh, when I kill an enemy, they drop ghosts. Cool. Oh, and you can see how much EXP I have on this, but also the borders around my screen. Neat. I think I will invest in my core this time around. I don't know about the bow. Okay, chain belt. I do like the chain belt. So, chain belt's good because it just gives me like a really solid melee aura. Ow, really? And if I can upgrade it a bunch of times with like weapon size and whatever, that puts me in a really nice spot. The only immediate problem is I probably shouldn't be using it here. At least not too excessively. Is that another piece of debris that I can just mulch up? Oh yeah, it's like a satellite. Okay, looks like I'm getting some of my HP back. Mask of Plague, I2 Crown. Well, we could just go hard on size. I don't think we want the Mask of Plague that much. Though I could see the Mask of Plague being really good with the eye. Maybe? Yeah, so I don't do a whole lot of damage with it. Maybe I do. Maybe I see if I can do a poisoned laser eye. Because we've got incredible amounts of piercing in the moment. We just don't do a whole lot of damage. It's certainly an option. What else do we have? IV bag. Projectile speed or yo-yo rack. Let's try the IV bag this time around. That might actually just increase my max HP. Yeah, it might not be nearly as cool as I was hoping it would be. I think I might still go for big laser eye. I swear I've done this build before. I think I have. But, you know what? Whatever. Sometimes repetition can actually be pretty powerful in these games. Ow. Yeah. This is why I need some punch. I do a lot of, like, chip damage, but it's effectively just long-range piercing. So we do have a defensive turret. Seems like it just kind of shoots at whatever. It might be good. I don't know. I'm hoping we get the chainsaw, the flying saw blades again. Because I could actually see that being pretty powerful. Maybe. I like the music. It's very Dreamcast. Okay, let's just... I'm trying to take out that box. There's seemingly quite a lot of them here. Okay, oh, magnet. Perfect. So projectile speed, no. Pickup radius, yeah. I'll just scale that up a little bit. I see the magnet, it just doesn't help me too much here. There's a box over here. There's the box. Boxes are extra EXP and possibly goodies with heals, which we do kind of need. Also, big ups. Really like the fact that that every upgrade is visible on my character. That looks quite nice. I'm gonna look like a horrifying cyber mess by the end, but that's kind of the point. Okay, so IV bag isn't that helpful. I didn't really like the parasite that much. So yeah, let's grab the weapon size upgrade. I don't know how much that helps my lasers, but it will help my chain belts. I know that much. So, in order of things that I want to invest in, we're just going to take some damage here. Ow. I'd like to upgrade my laser since it's got hefty piercing. Oh, I don't know. I just like to upgrade my weapons, I think is the real answer here. Okay, missile pack, sure. Benefits from cooldown, projectile speed, and attack size. I don't know when we kind of hit the upper limit on some of these. I'm hoping the missiles also have an AoE. I think they do, actually. They certainly look like they are, or have one. Okay. I have no idea what to expect from these. Yeah, it seems to be mostly just EXP. But not always. Okay, oh, there's one of the sparkly enemies. Ow. Oh, there's just a little dude in there. That's the injection for weapon size. Nah. Yeah, hopefully goodies include healing. There we go. Well, that was some healing right there. I wonder if leftover EXP from outside the region, like say if I left some of this behind, does it disappear? Or if I pick a magnet somewhere, will I... Oh well, there's a magnet for me. Cheer up, cheer for me. We've got so many memories together, it'd be a shame to ruin them. What memories? Back when the world was green, things were so nice. It's all gone now, though. We're what's left. What will we do? Where will we go? You're not making any sense. It doesn't matter, Syl. Let me have my fun. Okay, so what do we want to grab? Like Saw Alpha? Yeah. Oh, right. I have to actually dodge. Unfortunately, a more melee-focused build is going to have some trouble here. Part of the reason why I want to see if I could do Plague Mask with the laser eyes. Because if I can poison using the laser eyes, things get really nutty really fast. We seem to actually be chewing through them pretty quickly. So maybe it's not that bad. That's the one thing I can do is actually stay really close to him until he just flies through me. That's considered rude where I come from, at the very least. Yeah, we do seem to be doing a decent amount of damage. I'm getting better at his patterns. It's just a matter of when he does the spinning wheel of death, it puts me in a bit of a bad spot. Okay, let's see if I can cook him down before he gets back to spinning wheel of death. I think he's almost there. Okay, threat terminated. Unfortunately, yeah, no healing. Okay. So we've got a couple here. I think I'm going to go back up to this one. This one I think means the enemies explode. This one means the ghosts. I don't mind the ghosts. I can work with those. The wispy parasites have infected them since they were young. But yeah, I can kill the wispy parasites for a little bit of extra EXP. I had somebody that left, like, really angry messages because I say EXP, as opposed to, you know, just XP. Which, like, I don't know. I kind of prefer EXP. I think just saying XP feels weird to me. Like, it's too short. And quickly verges on the... I don't want to say, like, feels... It doesn't... I don't know. It just... XP feels like it has a bad mouthfeel for me. I don't know why. It just does. Like, typed out it's not so bad, but saying it over and over again, XP versus EXP. EXP just kind of flows. Might just be a me thing, though. A box. I would like the box. Okay, Missile Rack V2, IV3. I think we want to work on the eye, seeing as it hits everything, and if I can use that to cook. Oh, do we have, like, a ability? Oh, we do have an ability. There it is. I just noticed I had those three things at the top. Should have noticed those earlier, but still. Cleanse hit, knockback, owner, offset, damage. Oh, so image Y scale is 10% of the version number. Trying to figure out how it handles damage. Oh, damage just equals the version number. So, yeah, go figure this thing is chewing now. It's doing 4 damage a hit. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I was cool with fighting the ghosts again, because we've got a ton of Pierce. I think my only immediate issue is I don't have a whole lot of single target damage. Okay, what do we want to do? More eye? Sure. It would have been nice to get over to the Holy Hand Grenade. Oh, I do actually get those blasts back. They're not wholly a limited resource. I don't know what determines me getting more of them. But I will take it. Okay, leg saw, IV bag, leg saw. Okay. I'm trying to keep my laser on the densest group if possible, but also hose down the ghosts. Because they're notably faster than most enemies. So, I say that, but I think they just kind of mix into the herd. I could use a magnet at some point. Okay. I'm trying to break every single one of these. Because that's how we get the extra explosive ammo. Which, yeah, seems like the easiest way to escape having, like, whenever the hands decide to do the big surround. Let's see. You know, I've got enough pierce. Let's go for the laser for the time being. Oh, that was a bad time for me to take my hand off the keyboard and then put it back in the wrong spot. The reason why I want the missiles, mostly is just because I think it gets me more missiles, and also it's very good against bosses. The saw blades are good against regular crowds, and I definitely would like to invest in those more. Okay, yo-yo rack, leg saw, or injection. Injection does increase weapon size, which is slightly tempting, but I think I'm going to leave that for later. I'd rather get my weapons up. Because extra size means I can potentially get this laser to hit even more things, but I'm not even sure if that's good. Because it seems like the upper limit here is 8? Like level 8? And so my laser will be able to get chunky from that. But is it going to be chunky enough that it can actually... it's a meaningful difference or not? It looks more impressive, that's for certain. Okay, I do want to try this. Yeah, I think they do take poison damage now. Because my goal to some degree is to use the laser to spread poison amongst everything. I think it's a chance though. Oh, that's probably it. Avoided that pretty close. And yeah, I should invest in my core. It does a ton of damage. It just doesn't show up as often as you think it would. This is one of those situations where I could desperately use some magnets. Huh, those missiles don't have that much range. Yeah, look at all this EXP. But a pulse, very interesting. A pulse is interesting. From your body, yes. I'm still learning about myself. Lend it to me and I'll tell you everything you want to know. I'll try not to waste anything. You're welcome to try and take it from me. Try. Okay, so I think this guy's a worm-y thing. Let's go for the pickup radius for the moment. Oh, did it auto-use a bomb? Might have auto-used a bomb there. Avoid that. Yeah, I'm still trying to pick up all of my lost EXP here. Yeah, I think he splits parts too. Bullet overflow. Whoa. Okay, that's a new feature. Or level 3. Okay, so I can use that to eat shots, which I've definitely seen in some other shmup at some point. I just don't know which one. blow this up. Ow. I got distracted for a second. There's too many segments. I adore this red line telling me where all the enemies are. Okay, I just want to kill this guy. That's impossible. I did so many. He did so many. Okay, we got a memory. Well, we don't want to go for the horror ghost again. That's for certain. Ooh, interesting. I was taking too long. Okay, so it looks like the EXP is still here. Or not? I don't know what this skull is. I thought it was telling me that I'm, like... I can't be here. But that doesn't seem to be it. I don't know why we have this. Oh, you know what? The skull's probably just indicating that I'm on death's door. Nothing more. That's fine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting much, I wasn't really expecting to get too far. I beat the boss, that was enough. So the laser with the poison was a good idea. I still would prefer to potentially limit the amount of things I have. And really focus on getting those good, to be as good as possible. And we didn't really get that, but it's fine. Back here again. Still can't even take a nap, unhappy face. Huh, still nothing out there. The journal's still empty. I'd write something down, but who knows if I'll be back here again. I'd write at least something. Just like a quick jot. Just to see if it's persistent. This is new. Different guy. I need to do my washing soon. I've just been so busy the last few weeks. Doing the best I can. Maybe over the weekend, I can leave to get something more comfy to wear. Also mail. Hello, Matthew. Just wanted to reach out and touch base since you've been struggling over the past 3 weeks. Due to the position we and the rest of the government are in, this is your first warning. We've scheduled an appointment for you with our team of biochemical researchers to look into pathways forwards. There's only so much time and resources we can delegate into one person, so we'd like to see a significant improvement in your scores by the end of next week. If your credibility fails to increase, it'll be your second warning and we'll look into other options. Should nothing come of those either, you'll receive your third strike and be kicked from the program. Once you're kicked from the program, we will generate a bill and a payment plan for all the resources you utilized. You'll also no longer be eligible for the monetary incentive we initially offered. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Dr. Ammon. Wow, that's dark. I guess it lightly makes sense if you're trying to save the world. But on the flip side, the, like, you'll owe us money is just kind of, ugh. Warm and yuck. This guy's got a little bit of cake. Let's see, menu. Once we save everyone, I'll be able to afford as much cake as I can eat. Speaking of lasagna. Lasagna. Matt, please don't tell me you're dropping out. I'd seriously die. You can try and talk to them for you, Matt. This whole situation's crazy enough as it is. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah, so I think a lot of the bosses we're fighting are people that we knew. All eyes are on us right now. Be safe, Matt. Huh? What do you want? It should be me who's getting punished, not you. I'm the failure of the group. You might have sent the message to the wrong person. I heard you've been getting bad grades. Not doing too well myself. This is tough. I don't want to be the reason the world ends. Once we save the world, we're going to be heroes. It's going to be so sweet. Yeah. I think I'll just keep going. We do have a phone here, though. Nope, can't read it. That'll be us soon. Squad table tennis competition. Sign up now. Okay, can't go through there. Those are drills? I think they did brain surgery on him to make him happier. Oh yeah, they took out his eye, too. Dialogue, clothing, clothes factory, clothes, fabric, unwashed, dirty chore, laundry, blah, 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 blah. I'm doing the best I can. Clothing, warmth, clothes, sleeve fabric, cotton covers. Dialogue, letter, mail, documents, bill, addressed to, contains, hello Matthew, just wanted to reach out and touch base since you've... Dialogue, wallet, card, money, identification. Yeah, turns out doing experimental brain surgery on people to try and make them happier. Maybe not super good. Dialogue, warm liquid water, H2O, reservoir. Okay, beep sound. Oh, that's unsettling. Dialogue, associate, coworker, colleague, disconnected, different change. Have you tried the lasagna? Dialogue, food, material, edible, purchase, shop, store, fuel. Fuel. Izu, friend, funny, kind, disconnected, different, change. Matt! Harley, friend, smart, brave, disconnected, different, change. I could have tried to talk to them. Yeah, so it seems to be about kind of the same thing. So here's a weird, like, alt Izu here. No, same thing. Is this a dinosaur on a motorcycle? Alexis, Alex, friend, sad, anxious, disconnected. Discord logo. Sure. Be safe, Matt. Oh, that's interesting. She's the only one that didn't have... Dialogue locked, secure, no access. It's weird. So whole game is super weird. And I'm not sure... Oh, wait, nope. There's the helmet. Acquired Mark V space helmet. So did we just unlock a new character? I have no idea. Let's see. Well, first and foremost, collection. So we've got maybe a couple of things. Yeah, we've got surpassed 10 mortality. Haven't used... Oh, they're grenades, of course. And then there's a bunch of extra stuff. Upgrades, enemies. Let's see. So let's take a look at loadout. So I've got 3 skill points to spend. Bosses will drop a black hole pickup. So, magnet maybe? Killing an enemy gives you a marathon stack. Give extra movement speed. Reroll upgrades. Regenerates after getting a boss. EXP radius. While a black hole is active. Spray area. The frequencies from your suit will attract a statue. Enemies with the status effects. Ooh. Bosses drop health pickups. Let's start with that. What else do we have? Upon taking damage, punt near by enemies away from you. Defeating a boss increases max HP. Let's see. That's okay. Let's see. For every black hole you own, gain weapon size. 0 black holes gain... Wait, black hole? Oh, that's interesting. So that might be a completely different setup. Let's see. Well, do we do one more run? I don't think we do. I think at this point I'm just going to sit here and work on that achievement. And I'll pick this back up later. I really like this game in terms of the combination of weirdness and meta-narrative. Obviously, that's maybe something that... How do you describe it? It's probably going to be a bit of an acquired taste, both visually and functionally. But on the flip side, it's a very unique twist that I haven't really seen yet too much in the bullet heaven genre. Though I guess you could argue this one's a bullet purgatory, considering the boss fights are very definitively, like, full-on bullet hells. They're not nearly as bad as a lot of other bullet hells I've seen and encountered over the years, but it still has, I mean, it's still challenging, especially if they ever get harder at any point, which they could? I'm not sure. Let's see. Anything else to really say? No, not too much. So, Picayune Dreams is out on December 4th. I don't exactly know when this video is going out. It'll probably be like a day or two beforehand. But I'd recommend checking it out just because it uses a lot of the same general design conventions of Vampire Survivors. Once again, having a story there to kind of tie the runs together is neat. And, oh, you know what game I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Core Keeper. Or not Core Keeper, Cobalt Core. That was the deck builder with the meta-narrative that's carried over between runs. And kind of built upon over time. And yeah, all of that stuff, it's neat, and I want to see more of it. So I might play some more of this here and there, or on my own, or who knows what. I don't know, my schedule's nonsense, especially around the holidays. But I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. With that, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.